Respect isn't something you can demand, it's something you earn. And according to Stoic philosophy, certain behaviors can erode that respect before you even realize it. The Stoics, from Marcus Aurelius to Epictetus, emphasize discipline, self-control, and integrity as the foundation of a well-lived life. If you constantly engage in these 5 behaviors, you're sabotaging your own reputation and undermining your ability to be respected by others and yourself. 1. Speaking more than you listen. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Nothing diminishes respect faster than a person who talks endlessly without considering the thoughts of others. The Stoics valued wisdom, but they understood that wisdom isn't gained through constant talking, it's earned through observation, reflection, and most importantly, listening. When you dominate conversations, interrupt others, or always steer discussions back to yourself, people start to see you as self-absorbed rather than wise. They may tolerate you, but they won't respect you. True respect comes when people recognize that you're someone who values their input, someone who listens before forming opinions. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in Meditations, "It is the mark of an educated mind to entertain a thought without accepting it." This means that listening isn't just about staying quiet while waiting for your turn to speak. It's about truly considering another person's words, understanding their perspective, and responding thoughtfully. When you listen more than you talk, you show patience, humility, and intelligence, all qualities that naturally attract respect. Think of great leaders, mentors, or even friends you deeply respect. Chances are they have a presence that makes you feel heard. They ask insightful questions, remain calm in conversations, and respond with depth rather than impulse. Contrast that with someone who always interrupts, brags, or disregards your perspective. Who earns more respect? In practice, adopting this Stoic principle means becoming more mindful of your speech. Before you speak, ask yourself, is what I'm about to say necessary? Am I adding value or just filling space? Have I truly listened before forming my response? By speaking less and listening more, you cultivate wisdom and self-discipline, 2 traits that naturally command respect. Complaining about everything. The Stoics believed that complaining is not just useless, it's harmful. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, put it bluntly. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. People who constantly complain about their problems, their job, the weather, or even minor inconveniences drain the energy of those around them. More importantly, they reveal a lack of resilience. Complaining is the opposite of strength. It's a public display of helplessness. When you complain, you focus on what's wrong rather than what you can do to improve the situation. And over time, people stop respecting those who always seem to play the victim. Of course, this doesn't mean you should suppress your emotions or never express frustration. The Stoics weren't emotionless. They just believed in focusing on what they could control, rather than wasting time dwelling on what they couldn't. When you catch yourself about to complain, ask yourself, is this something I can change? If yes, take action instead of complaining. Is this out of my control? If so, complaining won't help. Accept it and move on. Am I just seeking attention? If so, find a more constructive way to express yourself. Consider 2 types of people. One faces setbacks but stays calm, adapts, and finds solutions. The other constantly complains about how life is unfair and blames external factors for their problems. Which one do you respect more? The answer is obvious. Instead of complaining, practice gratitude and problem solving. The next time you're about to voice a complaint, try reframing it. Instead of, I hate my job, think, what steps can I take to improve my situation? Instead of, why does this always happen to me? Try, what can I learn from this? By refusing to complain, you show strength, self-discipline, and resilience, all traits that naturally earn respect. 3. Breaking promises and lacking integrity. One of the quickest ways to lose respect is to make promises you don't keep. The Stoics valued integrity above all else. To them, a person's word was a reflection of their character. If you constantly break commitments, whether big or small, you signal to others that your words cannot be trusted. Epictetus put it clearly, if you want to be trusted, be trustworthy. When you fail to follow through on your promises, people begin to see you as unreliable. Maybe you frequently cancel plans at the last minute, fail to meet deadlines, or make commitments you never intended to keep. While you might think these are small infractions, they add up over time, eroding the respect others have for you. On the other hand, a person who keeps their word, no matter how inconvenient, commands respect. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most respected leaders in history, was known for his unwavering commitment to duty. He didn't make excuses. He acted with integrity even when it was difficult. That's what made him stand out as a true leader. To apply this in your own life, ask yourself, do I overpromise and underdeliver? If so, commit only to what you can realistically achieve. Do I make excuses when I fail to follow through? Take ownership instead of blaming circumstances. Do people know they can count on me? If not, work on being more reliable. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to build respect is to do what you say you will do. If you say you'll be there at 7 p.m., show up at 7 p.m. If you commit to a task, finish it. If you promise confidentiality, don't break it. By practicing integrity in both small and large matters, you cultivate trust, reliability, and strength of character, qualities that naturally earn deep and lasting respect. Letting your emotions control you. The Stoics believed that true strength comes from mastering your emotions, not being ruled by them. If you constantly react impulsively, whether through anger, frustration, or sadness, you will never be respected. People admire those who remain composed under pressure, not those who lash out or break down at every challenge. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This means that while you may not control what happens to you, you always control how you respond. Losing control of your emotions, whether through outbursts, complaining, or impulsive decisions, signals weakness. It tells the world that you lack discipline and cannot be relied upon in difficult situations. And respect is built on reliability. Think about people you admire. Are they the ones who panic, explode in anger, or make reckless choices when things go wrong? Or are they the ones who remain calm, assess the situation, and act with reason? The answer is obvious. To apply this principle, practice emotional discipline. Pause before reacting. When you feel anger or frustration rising, take a deep breath and wait before responding. Ask yourself, does this emotion serve me? If anger or sadness won't change the situation, let it go. Channel emotions into action. Instead of reacting impulsively, focus on solutions. If you're frustrated at work, improve your skills rather than venting. Seneca, another great Stoic thinker, advised, "Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power." People respect those who remain unshaken in the face of adversity. They trust leaders who don't let emotions dictate their decisions. They admire friends and partners who offer stability rather than chaos. By mastering your emotions, you show discipline, self-control, and wisdom, all of which naturally command respect. Seeking validation from others. One of the biggest obstacles to self-respect and the respect of others is constantly seeking approval. The Stoics believed that true confidence comes from within, not from external validation. When you depend on others to affirm your worth, you give away your power and weaken your character. Epictetus put it bluntly, If you are ever tempted to look outside yourself for approval, you have compromised your own integrity. People who crave validation often change their opinions to fit in, exaggerate their achievements for praise, or feel anxious when they don't receive attention. While it's natural to enjoy recognition, making it your primary motivation signals insecurity, and insecurity is the opposite of respectability. Look at the most respected individuals in history. They didn't chase approval. They followed their principles, even when it was unpopular. Marcus Aurelius ruled with wisdom, not because he sought admiration, but because he believed in doing what was right. Respect follows those who stay true to their values. To break free from the need for validation, practice self-sufficiency. Ask yourself, am I doing this for me or for approval? Make choices based on your own values, not external praise. Detach from praise and criticism. Neither define your worth. Focus on being your best, regardless of what others say. Build quiet confidence. True confidence doesn't need to be announced. It speaks for itself through actions. Seneca, the Roman Stoic, wrote, "A man who follows the crowd will never go further than the crowd." If you constantly seek validation, you'll always be chasing something outside yourself. But when you learn to trust your own judgment and stand by your principles, you cultivate real confidence. And real confidence earns genuine respect. By letting go of the need for approval, you show independence, strength, and authenticity, all of which naturally command respect. Final thoughts. Respect is earned, not given. Respect isn't something you can demand. It's something you cultivate through your actions, discipline, and character. The Stoics understood that true respect begins with self-respect. If you constantly talk more than you listen, complain about everything, break promises, let emotions control you, or seek validation from others, you're sabotaging your own ability to be respected. But the good news? Every one of these behaviors can be changed. By practicing self-control, integrity, emotional discipline, and inner confidence, you naturally command the respect of those around you, without ever needing to ask for it. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." In the end, respect isn't about impressing others. It's about becoming someone you, yourself, would admire. And once you do that, the world will follow.